Welcome to this week's 30-minute bar workout. My name is Kelly, and I'm looking forward to working out with you today. Grab something to use as a bar and meet me at the mat. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Make sure that you have something to use as your bar. I'm using this high top chair. You can also use a countertop, a lower chair, or the wall. You just need something that you can use for balance, but a chair is preferred if you don't have a bar. All right, so we are starting in a parallel position, which means that your feet are in line with those hips. And we're going to be warming up with some foot roll-ups. So as you do this, you go up, lifting the heels into what's called a releve. You want to make sure that you're not rolling those feet over to the sides. Instead, you want to think about putting equal pressure under the baby toe as well as the big toe of each foot. So that way your ankles stay nice and straight. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's just start with our outside hand on our hip. And again, those feet are hip width apart. Pull the belly up, hold that rib cage in tight. Roll the shoulders back. Here we go, rolling through the feet. Just little rolls. Roll and roll. Roll and roll. One more like this. Roll and roll. Let's speed it up. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up. Drop the heels. Down for 2. Lift it up for 2. Good. Keep that belly lifted. Tailbones down. You're straightening those legs all the way up from the ankle to that glute. Down and singles. 4, 8, lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Really warming up those calves. 2. Now keep it up. Little pulses. Drop those heels. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it up. Good. Now slowly bend those knees. So from the side, it looks like this. You want a neutral spine, belly's pulled up. Those knees are bending forward and then straightening up. So we have singles here. Keep the heels up. Feet are parallel. Ready? Here we go. Take it down for 2 and up. Squeeze those glutes. Keep everything up nice and tight. Rib cage in. All right. Singles. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now keep it low. Pulse it out. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold that position. Just drop the heels and lift. 7, 6. Don't hold your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come up. Turn those feet onto a first position. So your heels are together, your toes are out. You're making a little V with those feet. And we're starting with those same roll-ups. Here we go. Roll and switch. Switch. Let's go a little quicker. Switch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Leave it up. Drop the heels. Lift. Drop. Lift. Good. Really squeezing those heels together at the bottom. Using those inner thighs and glutes. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay up. Pull those heels together. Squeeze them nice and tight. We've got some plies. We're opening those knees. Glutes are tight. Inner thighs are tight. Lift the belly. Nice and slow. Take it down. And up. Down. And up. Good. Keep that belly lifted. Tailbone points down as you bend. Down. And up. 8 singles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now stay down. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the heels up. Take a baby step out. Dropping the heels. Down. Squeeze the heels. Lift. Up. Down. Squeeze. Lift. Those quads are burning. Down. And lift. 8 singles. 8, 7. Stay low. Belly's lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them up. Shake out those legs. Those quads are probably feeling it, as well as those calves. All right, leaning into your bar or your chair. I'm going to start by dropping my right forearm down here. And I'm actually going to turn a little bit to the diagonal. So I'm not fully facing my bar here. I'm turned slightly to the side. My right leg is going to start slightly bent, and it's going to stay bent the majority of this time. I'm going to take that left leg back into a point. So all I'm doing here is I'm taking the leg out to the side, and then I'm going to lift it and take it back. As you do this, make sure that you're not using that low back to arch and tap and arch and tap. Instead, you want to hold that rib cage in, pull the belly up, and just use that glute to lift and lower the leg. This is all about glute work here, as well as, of course, those quads on the supporting leg. All right, so slight angle to the side, starting with this left leg to the back. Lift the belly. Here we go. Side, tap, back. So remember, using that glute. Lift. You should feel it tighten up pretty quick. Side, tap, back, tap. Belly's lifted. And up. Side, and back. Side, and back. Keep going. Almost there. Side, and back. Side, and back. 2 more. Side, and back. Last one. Bring that left hand behind your head. We're going to go over to this side here. Keep that right knee slightly bent. We're going to lift the leg, and then we're going to pull it into a crunch with that belly. So out to the side, into a crunch. Here we go. Out, side, in, crunch. So again, that right knee stays bent the whole time. So we're loading up the supporting leg. We're also working this outer glute area. And in. Good. 4. And in. You're probably feeling it in that right hip a little bit. That's normal. 2. And in. Good. 1. Now let's take it to the back. Arm forward. So down and lift. So again here, you're using that glute to lift. So squeeze at the top. Down. Belly stays lifted. Lift. Down. Singles for 8. 8. 7. 6. You got this. 5. 4. Ooh, that right glute is firing up. 2. Good, little froggy. So bend and flex. Push away. Flex and bend. Push away. You're going to feel this in that hamstring. Push. Pushing with that heel. In. And back. Good. Keep that belly lifted. I know that right leg is firing up, taking all that weight. That's okay. This is a great full body exercise here. In. And back. 1 more. In. And back. Good. Pulses. So pull that heel in towards your booty. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now point the toe. Lower it down. Lift it up. And again, I know that right glute, that supporting leg is on fire. That's okay. That's supposed to happen. Lift. Down. And lift. We're almost there. Down. And lift. 1 more. Down. Good. Now just pulse it up. You got this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Woo, push through that supporting hip. Okay, we got to do the other side. I'm just going to move my chair over here. And then again, remember that you're going to be at that angle. So you're not straight on to that chair. You're to a slight angle. I'm going to drop my left forearm down this time and then use my right hand to support. This time my left knee is slightly bent. That's my supporting leg. You're going to feel it in that left glute quite a bit, but that's how it's supposed to be. So take that right leg back, lift the belly, rib cage in. Nice and slow with those taps. So we're lifting up to the side, up to the back. Good. Now that right glute is sore from taking the support on the other side. So you're going to feel that one load up a little bit here as we do that glute work on that leg as well. Pretty much everything's going to hurt, but it's okay. Good. Take it back, tap, side, tap, back, and side, back, and side. Good. Bring that hand behind your head. All right, we have that lift. Lift, side, pull it in, side, in. So we're extending to the side. That left knee is still bent, and you're using that low belly to crunch that knee in. Keep the right elbow open, and in. 3, and in. 2, and in. And 1. Good. Take it to the back. Tap and lift. So again here, you're not using the low back. You're using that right glute to lift. Squeeze. Tap and lift. Tap. Keep the belly lifted. Lift. 8. Lift. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. Now bend that knee. So flex and pull it in and then push away. So that left glute, that supporting leg, it's really feeling it now. Bend and in, extend, push away. Keep the belly lifted, push, in, push, and in, push. Good, and push. 2 more, and push. 1 more, in, and push. Pulse it out. Heel to glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now point the toe, lower, and lift. Good. Both sides of those cheeks are feeling this. Up and lower. Keep that belly tight. Keep that rib cage pulling in. And lower. Lift. We're almost done. You got this. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Give me 2 more. Lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Now pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Oh my goodness. Push through both of those hips. All right, we're going to take it down to the mat. So if you notice, I am wearing some ankle weights on my wrist. So you can choose to do these completely weight-free. You don't have to use any weights here if you don't want to. Or you can use some light weights. Or like me, you can use some ankle weights. These are half pounds. I don't recommend going too heavy here. If you are using weights, keep them light because we have high reps. Another thing I want to talk about is your lower body here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of this either up on high knees or sitting back on my heels. You can, of course, do all of this from a crisscross sitting position if that's more comfortable. The key here is to make sure that you have a nice neutral spine the whole time and you're not rounding in as we do these moves. All right, roll the shoulders back. We're going to start in a T. So our palms are going to be down. We're going to pull them to a W with the palms up. We're going to start slow and then we're going to speed it up. So make sure the shoulders are rolled back and down. Rib cage is pulled in nice and tight. Here we go. Pull it in for 2. Out. Now think about doing this in water. So you want to kind of resist the movements, squeezing everything in and out. In and out. In and out. Good. One more like this. Now we speed it up. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to add a little movement here. You don't have to. So I'm going up with my arm, sitting back down. Other arm, lift. So if this bothers your knees, feel free to stay seated the whole time and just do the arms. Take it up and down. Couple more like this. Up and down. Up and down. One more each side. Lift and lower. Now we got to speed it up to tempo. We're ready. Here we go. Take it up, down, down. So by doing this, I'm adding in some lower body work with those quads. Good. Keeping that rib cage tight. Belly's pulled up. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Keep it down. Palms up. Little bicep curls to a goalpost and then back down. So think about those biceps as you squeeze and release. Squeeze. So try to keep the elbows up at shoulder height. Again, thinking about being in that water. You got some resistance there. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. 2 more this speed. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Speed it up for 8. We've got 8. So really place these. Control this movement. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the arms up. Up to the top. Back little tricep. Lift. Back tricep. Lift. So again, you don't have to add in the lower body. You can just do the arms. Let's speed it up. up and back. Take it up and back. Take it up and back. Take it up. Good. I'm leading with those pinkies to the back. Take it up and back and up. Back. 2 more. Lift. Back. Left. And back. Little swimmer. So reach the right arm back. Reach it forward. Left arm. Bring it forward. Right arm. This is great for working on your posture. It really opens up those shoulders. Right and forward. Left and forward. Right and forward. Left and forward. Good. 2 more each side. Forward. Back. Forward. 1 more. Take it back. And forward. Back. Good. We're going to add a little pull here. So take it up. Pull it back. Take it up. Pull it back. So I'm doing a little hinge. Of course, you can keep everything seated. And back. Speed it up. Lift. Pull. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now little pulses to the back. Take it back. 2. Open that chest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Arms to a T. Top and bottom. So flip the wrist. Up and down. And up and down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse with the pinkies. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now pulse with the thumbs. Take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pinkies again. Take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch to those thumbs. Take it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Finishing stretch here. Triceps to the back and to the front. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Laid with the pinkies. Back and back. Squeeze in. So in this position, you want to keep that rib cage nice and tight, and you want to keep that belly lifted, even though we're focusing on the arms here. Back and front. Back and front. Let's go. Singles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave them up. Lead with the pinkies. Take it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now bend the elbows. Little lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just the lower arm. Take it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Final pulses with the pinkies. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come down. Woo. Roll those shoulders back. Maybe give your back a little bit of twist. We're going into our final section, which is our core work. So let's take it down to our backs for this final stage. All right. So starting all the way back on the mat, anytime that you're down on the floor like this, in this position, you want to check in on that lower back, especially as you lift your legs up. You'll have a natural tendency to want to pull that low back off the mat. And instead, you actually want to think about pushing the low back into the mat, which depending on the shape of your back, might mean that you have a slight pelvic tuck, and that's perfectly fine. But the goal here is to get more of a neutral spine, to where that spine is nice and straight and everything is pushing down on the mat below you. All right, we are starting with our hands behind our head. And we're going to start in a tabletop position. So as you lift those legs up to your tabletop, check in on that low back, push it down on the mat. All right, we have a lift to a crunch, We're going to tap the toes. We're going to bring the heels back up and then lower the head. So again, lifting up, holding, tapping the toes. They come back up and lay back down. All right, we've got this final push. We're going to try to do this without stopping between exercises. See if you can do it with me. We're almost done. All right, push that low back into the mat. Deep breath in. Let it out. Here we go. Lift it up. Tap, lift, and down. 7. Tap, lift, and down. 6. And down. 5. And down. 4. And down. 3. And down. 2. And down. 1. Good. Keep those legs up. Left elbow to right knee. Tap. So you're going to keep the crunch. We're just adding in a little twist and a tap. We've got 4. 3. 2. Now switch to the other side. We've got 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Now bring it all in. So knees and elbows in, and then tap the toes. Bring everything in. Everything taps. 6. And back. 5. Try to think about that low back. Keep it down on the mat. 4. And tap. 3. Hello, Tucker. Tap. 2. And tap. And 1. Final push. You got to scoot back. Little pulses in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our finisher. You got this. Bike it out for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring those knees into your chest. Push that low back down into the mat. Take the arms overhead, take the legs out, peel that low back off the mat, open up the rib cage, and just breathe, slowing everything down. You guys did a great job today. Hope you enjoyed this barre class. All right, slowly bring those knees into your chest, pushing that low back down. Open your arms out to a T with your palms up. Take your knees to the right and your focus to the left. And just breathe, just melting into the stretch. Let everything go. Take deep breaths here just to slow everything down. And bring your knees back into center. Take them over to the left side. Focus goes to the right. And bring everything back into center. Plant that left foot down on the mat. Bring your right heel in front of that left knee. Reach through and pull. There should be a nice release on that right hip and glute after that standing bar work that we did today. You can stay just like this, or you can extend that left leg up. Give a little extra pull here, getting the back of that left leg. All right, plant the left foot back on the mat. Bring the right knee into the chest. Take that leg up to the sky and slowly straighten out the left leg to the mat. And flex. Point, flex, point. Circle right, circle left. Bend the knee into your chest. Take it across to the left side. Open up that right arm and look to the right. And bring the knee back into your chest. Give it one more little squeeze here. And then plant that right foot down on the mat. Bring the left heel in front of the right knee. Reach through and pull, releasing that left hip and glute. If you did this on the other side, go ahead and straighten up that right leg. Otherwise, you can keep and hold that same position we were just in. All right, plant that right foot back down on the mat. Bring the left knee into your chest. Take that leg up to the sky and slowly straighten out the right leg to the mat. And flex, point, flex, point, circle left, circle right. Bring the knee into the chest. Take it across to the right side. Open up that left arm and look to the left. Try not to force the knee down to the floor. Just kind of let it fall naturally. And bring that knee back into your chest. Give it one more little squeeze, and then bring the right knee up to match. And maybe just do one little rock side to side, forcing that low back down, or you can even make some circles with your knees, whatever feels good, just trying to massage that back. All right, and then roll over to either side or rock yourself up to a seated position. So we're going to start here in an extended butterfly. So you want to push those heels forward, sit up nice and tall, walk your hands towards your feet, and then using your hands, pull that chest forward, and it's going to open up those hips. So it should feel really nice on the hips here. Keeping that neutral spine, pulling the crown of your head forward here. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just round your spine and bring your forehead down towards your feet. And slowly roll all the way back up. Let's take that right leg forward and bring the left foot in, bending that knee. You want to square your hips to the right leg, reach up tall, and then reach up and over past those toes using your hands to pull that chest down over your leg. Just breathe into this pose here, stretching out the back of that right leg. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms all the way back up to the top. Hold the arms up. Let's switch our legs. So left leg goes out, right leg comes in, square the hips, and then reach up and over past the toes using the hands to pull that chest over your leg. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms all the way back up. Good job. All right, bring both feet behind you. We're going to stretch out those calves that we worked in the beginning of our workout today. So tuck the toes, push the heels down and back. So the goal here is to get those heels as close to the floor as possible. And you can even kind of like twist side to side, and you'll feel a nice deep stretch along the back of those calves. So if you're ever sore back there, this is a great stretch for that. All right, slowly take those legs up to standing. Let me turn and face you so you can see better. Okay, we're gonna bend our right knee and keep our right hand down on the mat. And you're gonna take that left arm up to the sky, pulling your shoulder back and looking up. It's a really deep stretch behind that left leg. It's also a good back stretch here. So just breathe through it. Try to breathe through that spine. And now bring that arm back down. Let's switch. Bend your left knee. Keep your left hand down. Take the right arm up to the sky this time. Pull the shoulder back and look up. Just breathe into this stretch. Give yourself a couple deep breaths here. And bring that arm back down. Slightly bend both and slowly roll all the way up to a standing position with a big shoulder roll as you come up to the top. Step those feet out into a comfortable width. They can be slightly bent. You can keep them straight. Doesn't matter. Just make sure that that lower body is comfortable. Take the arms out to a T. Take that right arm across. Pull the wrist back. Push the shoulder down and look over towards those right fingertips. You really work those shoulders out today, so this should be a really nice stretch for the right shoulder. And then open to a T. Let's switch and do that other side. So pull the left wrist back, push that shoulder down, and look over towards those left fingertips. And open back up. Little plie here. Take that right arm up and back, stretching out that tricep, and step in. We're going to lean to the left, push our hips to the right, and then we're going to look up, kind of like you're smelling your armpit, but eyes up, nose up, and then lean a little bit deeper into that left side. This is a great deep stretch for the whole right side of your body. And come back up to standing. Step out, little plie. Let's switch. Take that left arm up and back. Stepping in with that left leg. Bend to the right, hips go to the left, focus goes up. Lean a little bit deeper. and come back into center, and finally step out. Let's do a big plie and a big release at the top. Let it all go. Let's do one more. And up and bring it in. Thank you guys so much for joining me for barre today, and I'll catch you next week for another workout.